A great show is going to keep surprising you, and that is what Twisted Metal Season 2 keeps doing for me. They got me in Season 1, and this season has just been, I love it. I've told this story before, but Twisted Metal 2 was the first video game I ever got for my brother, and I guess the first gift I ever got from my brother as well. My mom said I couldn't get the rollerblades I wanted and that, so I turned around and put the rollerblades back. That's one of my favorite stories to talk about, and I think it's a part of why I love this series so much, aside from it being so just campy and fun. We catch back up with John Doe and see him being forced to train for this Twisted Metal tournament. He's living in the house that he grew up in, and he sees a way out left by his sister back when they were younger. John makes his escape and he runs into the Dollfaces. The Dollfaces have been acting like Robin Hood, stealing from milkmen and providing to those outside the city walls. What he doesn't realize is they're being ran by his sister, Krista, and Quiet has joined up with them. We've really gotten to see who Quiet has become these 7 months now away from John. She's been out here DIYing it, doing it herself, and now she's got a crew to run with as well, with the same objective that she has, helping the people on the outside. When John meets back up with Quiet, he gets shot by her again because she didn't recognize him at first. We see how their priorities and how they both changed. John still wants to get away. He realizes, oh, his family had a cabin. His sister left directions for that cabin in this map. Quiet wants to bring these walls down, which is why she's entering that Twisted Metal tournament. John tries to get Quiet to drop out of the race, but the Dollfaces are holding a race to see who's going to qualify for it, so he enters in himself. Also, he has his sister Krista there, who's the leader of the Dollfaces, and he doesn't recognize her, and it's awkward to be around her. There's also a girl named Mayhem that's joined up with the crew too, who's trying to steal from the Dollfaces, and Quiet has captured her and begins taking a liking to her, and she joins that tournament as well, the little mini tournament they're holding to qualify. John's trying to beat Quiet in order to get her to change her mind, but Krista's telling him, you know her, she is not going to change her mind. That girl's stubborn as hell. And his sister lets him use her car, Shrapnel, and he's like, oh, you name your car too? She's like, yeah, of course. And once the race started and Veruca Salt Volcano Girls came on, oh, they had my heart. Quiet is showing out and showing off, driving backwards next to John. John's like, oh, now you're taking my moves? And she's like, he probably thinks I'm taking his moves. You gotta keep in mind, John been in the Milkman game, I think like 10 years now driving. But even though he's been training on the video game simulator inside the walls, Quiet's been out here for 7 months getting it out the mud. She was already a good driver before. Now she's gotten even better. John realizes, yo, she ain't gonna change her mind, but then he decides to join her. My shit is we get to see the other characters coming into the series, and we get to see Mr. Grimm, who I loved. He was locked up in Blackfield Asylum, the same place that Sweet Tooth was locked away in. And what's crazy is in the game, Mr. Grimm was the Grim Reaper, Death. And in Twisted Metal Black, he was a human. You can see they're taking from different Twisted Metals, like Twisted Metal Black 1 and 2. Calypso invites him to the tournament. We don't know which one we're getting, really. We then cut to 2 grave robbers in the grave, and they're like, wait a minute, why doesn't this coffin have a body? We see Grimm behind him, like, because he was a stuntman, and there was nothing left of him to bury. And he kills these dudes. Both of them. We see him just like being vicious, and he stands over one dude, and we see him taking his soul. I'm like, oh, we're doing the supernatural shit now. Cool, I'm with it. He then uncovers his motorcycle that his dad buried and takes that shit out. Meanwhile, on the way to the tournament, we got Quiet, we got John, we got Krista, and 2 folks that are part of the Dollfaces riding as well. Mayhem, that girl that Quiet took a liking to, was a stowaway. Before they realized that she was stowed away in the back, Quiet tricks John into riding with his sister. John's been avoiding her because, I mean, the person she knew is gone. They do a little pit stop where Quiet realizes, oh, Mayhem freaking snuck in here as a stowaway. Krista takes John to a place they visited as kids, a drive-through theater. She's trying to jog his memory and nothing's happening. It's like he's not even trying, and then he comes out and says it like, yo, the person you cared for, he's gone, he's dead. And it's hard to now try and bring that back because he already settled with that. He settled who he is now, and here his sister is now, a blast from the fucking past, and he doesn't even remember her, which hurts even more. It's a real like touching moment that gets interrupted by gunshots. They're getting shot at and they don't even know like who's here because no one should be here. Then they see there's an energy field around them stopping them from leaving. They run and hide, and they see this dude come out attached to 2 big ass tires. It's my guy, fucking Axel. Seeing Axel in this series, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're going for it. They're going all in. My man ripped to the fucking 9s, which has them both like, damn. It's funny how a threat can like actually bring people closer together. John tries shooting him, and that shit bounces off Axel's fucking rig, and it cuts Krista across the face. He's like, oh! And he says, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And then immediately, that reaction is like, oh yeah, they're siblings for real. real. He might not remember it, but it came out right there. And she's upset about it and has to sew it together with a needle. Who's like, oh man, you're gonna get all types of tetanus using this needle you found here. They managed to break into the headquarters where this scientist that turned Axel into that is, and they get him the fuck up out of here. And it's really dope because Axel thanks them. They're like, all right, cool, like we're piecing it up. All right, cool. All right. Meanwhile, Quiet was teaching Mayhem how to drive, and she's like putting her through the stress of it. Then they see Mr. Grimm, and he's attacking the two other folks that came from the doll faces. They see him kill their dude and then stand over him, drinking in his soul. I mean, that's what it looks like because from their view, it's just Mr. Grimm going, I was like, oh, it was a brilliant fake out. It was a brilliant fake out. I thought we were going to get a supernatural him, but of course he was in that insane asylum, so this makes so much sense. They're trying to get away from him, then Axel shows up and Mr. Grimm and Axel start beefing, and we cut to them trying to infiltrate Diesel City and get some special weapons. They're going to steal them by impersonating some bigwigs. And we see how helpful Mayhem can be too, because she's the one that got them the IDs they needed, even though she was supposed to stay in the car. We then see Sweet Tooth is there as well, trying to get some special weapons too. This episode, like, I keep loving this episode because it just kept getting like wackier and wilder. They broke in trying to do a whole heist to get these weapons. They find themselves in a sex orgy. It is brilliant. My favorite thing is we see fucking Quiet taking the dude out, gutting him, and John getting turned off from it, and then she sees that and just like, just kills this dude even more sexily, slowly killing this man. And they gotta get through these red beans, and John's like, hold up, I got this. And we see him jump in, go full on Cobra down, and it's turning her on, watching her, Catherine Zeta-Jones through these fucking infrareds. This show is fucking brilliant. Meanwhile, for the heist, Krista has to break into the control center so she can open the vault for Quiet and John. She's taking out these snipers that are posted up there, and Sweet Tooth comes to help her out. And Sweet Tooth this man is enamored with this lady. She's very whatever about it, but this dude's trying to make conversation and everything, and he's like, all right, how about a team up real quick? They get to the control center and they see, yo, there's an EMP there. That could be really useful for the race. They start scrapping to get it, and yo, Krista is scrapping with Sweet Tooth and holding her own. Her alarm goes off as well because she's got to open the door in time for John and Quiet. She is boxing with this man, then takes Sweet Tooth's head and slams it into the button. Again, let's keep in mind, she's stepping to Sweet Tooth, who might be the best killer in the country. The fact that she's able to box with this dude and hold her own, that is why I fucks with Dollface. Mayhem helps Krista out. They all run. She gets the EMP. They all meet outside, and it's like, okay, what's happened here? And it should also be said, we see a bunch of the weapons that appeared in the video game as well, like the boomerang missiles, the napalm, those are all here. We then cut to the tournament, and we see all these different drivers that have arrived, different drivers from the game, some are new for the show. We also see that Mr. Grimm knows Sweet Tooth, and these motherfuckers don't like each other. Sweet Tooth locked him away and threw out the key. Mr. Grimm is talking that shit to Sweet Tooth. He knows his real name too, Marcus. He knows what happened to him and why he was in that nut house too. Mayhem is also starting shit, spreading rumors amongst the other drivers to get them mad at each other. And she's telling Quiet and Krista and John, yeah, thanks for bringing me here, but like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna get that wish for myself. Quiet has really taken a liking to her, so much so that she did a little something to her car, just to help her out in the tournament a bit. Man, fucking Anthony Carrigan comes out as Calypso, so dramatic. This dude is an incredible actor. He makes Calypso feel like such a showman. And I mentioned that supernatural element before. Calypso does have to have powers here because we see him like turn the power back on in order to give his message. And he's telling people, all right, we about to have a qualifier real quick. And everybody gets ready as he's counting down. Everybody's got to deliver these packages intact to the final destination. And we see them take off, and yo, Rob Zombie's Dracula comes on. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking. This is Twisted Metal. Everybody driving, going crazy, gunshots going off. It's wild to me that Chris is on an ATV and Mr. Grimm's on a motorcycle too, because no armor whatsoever. You just that nasty at weaving through bullets. We see everyone fighting too, and Sweet Tooth is trying to gun this man, Mr. Grimm, down. He wants him off the fucking board. He's doing gunshots at him. He's launching missiles at this dude. And I fuck with Mr. Grimm, man. This dude's so cold because he's weaving through all that shit, takes out his scythe, knocks away a missile, puts that shit back. This man is cold. We see Raven's there too for this tournament. She's gonna be driving and she's gunning after Roadkill. And we see John being fed up with this shit as Quiet is driving. He's like, all right, man, let me get this shotgun and start rocking her shit right here. We see him dipping out, dumping out the roof. This shit is amazing. But we also see that if this package gets damaged, then there's an airstrike that comes down and will blow up these cars. If you're wondering where Mayhem is, her car didn't start because Quiet took out a piece of that car. But she jumps into this other car and gets herself involved in the race. And your girl's scrapping too, but she only has a flare gun. And when Quiet sees that flare gun go off, you see like that, not fear, but just like, yeah, actually, fear come over her face. Like, what? The kid? Like, she shouldn't be in here. And like, they're in the lead too. Like, they're almost to this destination. Like, they're through the shit. And John's like, all right, but like, no matter what, we don't turn around, right? We're eyes on the prize, right? And she's like, yeah, but you can, oh, you see that conflict on her face. I love this scene because we see John looking at Quiet and he realizes we got to go back. He's like, yo, turn around. She's like, what? Like, turn around. Come on. We're wasting time. Let's go. And they switch seats and they're going back around to get and protect Mayhem. And it's cold. It's cold. And this is why I love duos, yo. We see them, okay, he can gun, she can drive. All right, we'll switch. He's gonna drive, she's gonna gun. I haven't seen the show getting that much attention for season 2, but like, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope people are seeing it because, like, yo, it is worth it. Like, that they got Axel up in this bitch. Dude out here drinking diesel because he was turned into a car. Like, that's the wildness, that's the wackiness of Twisted Metal. I am begging you, if you haven't checked out this show, please check this show out. It is entirely worth it.